Hey YouTube, Merc done that. So I haven't done a video update in a while. So let me see if I could capture here the motor. So right now, the engine, I technically have already everything for it. So I got the headers. I only need to order some C channels for the rocker arms. Let me put this here. So as you can see, I have some of these that are crooked. Apparently I threw away a C channel that goes between these every two rockers. So some of them might not be aligned perfectly. There were some of the parts I didn't record, so I guess I'll just do like a brief way on how I did the measurements. So for example, I had a solid lifter that I built, and I basically got the measurement of a adjustable push rod I had, and then I added, I think it was 60 thousandths, because that's what usual preload is, or I even went with 50 thousandths. So right now some of these have play because the oil has split out from the lifters itself. So then what I need to do is fill the oil pan with oil, run the pump to basically build up pressure on the lifters, because apparently one isn't supposed to leave the lifters to get oil all the way. Okay, so I had to cut the video real quick. So got the rocker arms installed, got the push rods measured. What else? Need to buy a C channel for the rockers, but that won't stop me from installing the motor into the car. I already have the, what is it called? Let me see if I can remove this with one hand. Bad idea. I need to put the camera down real quick. So I already ordered this. Completely forgot the name of it right now. I'll put it in the video somewhere around here. So just need to first clean this, torque these to spec, and basically the lifters are already in. Need to pressurize the oil system again. I don't think there's going to be any valve, the valves hanging the piston sort of issues. What else? Already put the cylinder heads down. I had to resurface them 2 times. The first time was after they cleaned the heads, painted them, everything. Somehow I scratched them, so had to resurface both of them again. The valves were reinstalled. Everything is still within spec. What else? I mean, should be starting the engine swap Monday. Basically the Mercury's over there. Need to remove the engine transmission, remove the whole front end, radiator, AC condenser. AC system already has the gas basically pulled, so I'm going to throw away that AC system. I'm going to reinstall a new one. But again, right now I just want within the next week or so basically have the motor and transmission there already installed. I have the flex plate, got I think it's called a spacer, the bell housing spacer. So it's just tying up a few things that I know might be an issue. Spark plugs, distributor, I have it somewhere around there. What else? I mean, that's really about it. Afterwards, once I have this engine array in, I have all the sensors in. It's just mainly doing the wiring harness, and I still have the wiring harness that came with this engine, and then I also have a new connector I bought for a EEC4 computer, which is the one I'm going to be using for a 93 Mustang. I think I might use the wiring harness from the Mercury to basically make it work, since now I have to add more pins for the transmission. transmission, I still need to buy a few sensors, so project is still going to take a while. But it still hasn't ended, so it still hasn't been. I haven't been able to finish it or sold the car. The car's still here. So then I also have a few other projects. Let me see. So I got the Focus that basically is a car that I tried to sell, but it was too expensive to maintain or too expensive to fix. So right now I'm just gonna make into a weird off-road style car. I know I might get some hate for that, but had the car. The car runs and drives. Just structurally safe, not so much. Has a lot of rust underneath. Going to try to reinforce the bottom. So then my plans are somewhat of a truck or like a ute. So I also have the truck. This one's for my sister, and that's not the engine block. I took the engine block today to a machine shop, having it cleaned and inspected because the cylinder, the head gasket failed. The cylinder heads, I think one of them warped way out of limit, so that one's a junk head most likely. The other one, I think I may be able to save it, but I have two heads for the motor, so that won't be an issue. So it's just waiting on the machine shop to get back to that engine, and basically to assemble it. Still going to use standard pistons. I was measuring the pistons. They're still within the piston to wall clearance is still within spec. It's a little bit on the loose side, but well, probably plan is using 10W30 on it. What else? I mean, that's basically about it. And I'm saying a lot of ums, but that's mainly why I haven't been able to do updates. It's been basically work, moving, which we moved back in October. That's probably, even before then the video had stopped because of work. But the channel's not dead. There's still more videos are coming up. The red truck, that one's been running since, I want to say October. No, it was February. So the truck has one issue. It's leaking transmission fluid. Apparently, here's a tip: don't use Teflon, like Teflon tape. I did the mistake there, and it's just been leaking. So I need to take those off. I need to see what type of sealant I need. There's about 5 screws, and from there it's leaking. So it's about taking a quart of oil for every 2-3 trips. And when I say trips, it's about 20-30 mile drive. So every 90 miles I need to put a new quart of oil in it. And being Mercon 5 or Mercon V, however you pronounce it, it's about $5 a quart when you buy it on special, $7 when you don't. So need to get that fixed quick. But yeah, again, there's still going to be videos. I'm still editing the old videos I recorded from January of 2017. So I'm still editing those as to the progress I went through building the engine, part of the transmission, because that's already assembled. I'm just missing the tail shaft housing and the valve body. But again, to put into a car, I could right now put it with a regular tail shaft housing. I have somewhere lying around here, right there, and then I'll just rebuild that with a new bushing, new seal, put the gasket. It goes in. I'm going to need to do a new or modify the existing cross member would be using the MiG 180 or MiG 170 from Harbor Freight. Actually works. I wanted the exhaust on the truck. It was a learning curve, but within 2 days I think I got a hang of this. I'm using flux core for now. I am planning on using, I think, what is it, argon gas. So that's for future videos. But yeah, again, still going to be more videos coming up. There's a new addition to the family, or new car addition to the family. So basically it's the Focus, or you might have seen the Mercury, the Focus, the truck. You might have seen my dad's van. So, and the Crown. So, basically, I have a new, or new to me, 2017 Taurus, which I might be doing videos about that one, but right now I'm just keeping it stock. Maybe just adding one of the Police Interceptor style grills or the show style grills. Not trying to call it a show, but it's an SEL, so still going to say it's an SEL. I'm not one of those that just puts badges on a car and tries to say what it isn't, which I hate when people do that. But rambling on, what else? The van, going to be doing videos on covering up some rust holes that the floor has, again using the welder, and that's about it. Don't have anything else to say right now in terms of projects. Going to be doing a video on the Crown Victoria. So things I've added were a 2.5-inch exhaust from the catalytic after the catalytic converter back, or from the cat's back. Mustang wheels with spacers. You know, some people don't like spacers. Hub-centric spacers from eBay. They've already been a year. Haven't had an issue. Again, I Loctite the bolts so they won't come loose. The paint, the John Deere Blitz Black. Paint's starting to fade, or I don't know what the right term will be. I'll do a video on that. It seems I didn't use the correct primer, so the defects are now showing up. So what I might do, I might go with Plasti Dip in the meantime. I'd rather get the Mercury done, because the Mercury needs a motor, transmission, AC system. I'm going to be doing the interior afterwards. And then when I'm finishing up with it, it's going to be body work, because I want to go with, I think it's like the Ford Fusion dark silver or gray. That's the color I want to go with. The interior will be black with red stitching and like gray or silver accents for the seats. Again, a lot of projects going on. Going to be, hopefully with this new camera, it's going to be a lot easier, less memory needed to edit the videos a lot faster. Hopefully the quality on this camera is a lot better, or quality might be slightly lower, but it shouldn't be as bad as compared to the Canon. I was having issues at the Canon. It's great for pictures, recording, it heats up real quick. So making this video long, I just wanted to let you guys know, channel's not dead, there's still new videos coming up. I need to organize the toolbox. Pistons for the 4.2. What else? So that truck needs the engine. Man, cameras. I don't know how the camera's 30, but so 4.2 need to adding. Let me know if you guys want like a detailed review of the Taurus, the Mercury or the Crown, truck. Red truck still needs a little bit more things added to it. The interior's not. A part like this, the interior had a weird stench. Needed to fix that. I had to throw away the old rug. It wasn't the best smell. I've already gotten rid of it, so I'm right now redoing the interior. So next thing I'm going to be doing is it's going to be like a vinyl, like the rubber floor mats, not floor mats, but rug from Ford. Need to put the rear seats, finish some wiring. I'm going to update or upgrade the radio. Planning on putting like a cheap doubled in, Android based. Need to install a rear view camera and a car alarm for it. So a lot of projects going on. just right now I'm on my work vacation for the next week, so trying to catch up on a lot of projects. This one's been going on for 2 years already, so this one's the one with the most priorities right now. So going to be recording the progress this week. So again, going to end the video here. I think it's already getting a little bit too long. So again, like, share, comment. Need to update the Facebook page because it hasn't been updated within, again, a year and a half. What else? So I'll keep these projects posted. I'm still doing the editing video for this, detailed as to the progress I went to. They're long videos, have a lot of good information, or information I consider important when building an engine. Some people might say not needed. Again, your call to decide. But yeah, if you want any more updates, or if you like these type of videos, I mean, suggest it down in the comment section, or again, any of the project cars I currently have, if you want to know more updates on them. Just, got the 92 Mercury, 2000 Crown Victoria, the new Focus, which I still haven't recorded. Quick story on that one. 4 bolts, 4 wheels. I bought some spacers, put Crown Victoria rims, since I upgraded the rims from the Crown Victoria onto that one because this one needed tires. That's how I went with the off-road idea for the Focus. So more videos to come. I'm going to be doing a bumper for it. Rear front going to be, again, kind of like a Ute. Going to try to make it structurally safe. Not going to make it. It's have to make it. Even though here we don't have inspections, but again, I'd rather take care of myself, making sure the car's safe, not doing anything stupid, basically. Basically, might use it as a daily driver. Again, going to end the video here. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and I'll keep you guys updated.